You can hear the music.
No, not yet. Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 58. So we're going to try this again. Hopefully we've got some music this time. I don't know why it's stuffed up. I might have been playing the music already.
I'm hearing nothing.
Still hearing nothing? Looks like it's going up on the thing though.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Oh, come on, Robert, work with me.
Oh, nothing, mate.
Hey, I've got Jamal back on. Have we got music? Have we got music there? Can you hear Robert?
The doubt.
Yes, Benny can hear you.
Oh, see?
Yeah. So, but we'll carry on from where we left off, I guess. I'll just kill the music. How's that sounding? Did you hear the music, Jamal? I had the right microphone selected before it hits stream. It must have undone what I did. I think it's a wee bit buggy. So I'll just type the welcome message here. Again. What a stuff up. We're gonna have to do pre-checks a bit better. We had a few people watching there for a time too.
Yeah.
Ain't got the right mic connected. All they hear is me and nothing else. And it's a shame that you can't change it on the fly. And if it is, it's well hidden. I need a little cog button. 58, isn't it? I have to delete the other one. Take 2. Okay. So, see if we can get some likes and people want to go. So let's see if we can hear the videos this time. Where's it gone? CPU's gone a bit crazy, isn't it?
Hello.
Yeah, I think we can hear you. I probably need to set up a tablet my end to listen to it, just to check it out myself in future. Can't rely on you guys. Out there channel. Well, the videos weren't any good without the music anyway. So this one here, back to the priest. We'll start with that one. Let me know if you can't hear it. It may have stuffed that as well by now. We're hitting 99%, so that's not good.
To eventually, for the alien races to integrate with humanity. A breeding plan. We're basically a repository for a dying race. And
so, are you hearing that all right, Jamal? Is it coming through all right now? Okay. So, go back to the Well, we'll go through this one again and then talk about the other ones.
I mean, we're doing the same thing with animals. We're doing it with pigs to make organs compatible for humans.
What you were saying with a cosmic pig?
Basically, yeah, we are a cosmic experiment.
I don't suppose you've got any scientific proof.
The scientific proof is in the abductees themselves.
Enter John. This embalmer has one of the strangest stories you're ever likely to hear.
Did you hear it now, Robert?
For most of his life, he has been haunted by lost time.
Yeah, I had quite a few gaps, anywhere from 1 hour, just over an hour, to a day, day and a half.
And you think he might have been abducted?
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you have to get the new link, mate.
Oh, 100% sure. Until Terry regressed me. And then I was sure. Yeah. Right about tomorrow, what's that now?
I'm going to ask you to go back to that first incident.
Through the power of hypnosis, a new breed of trauma victim has emerged from the shadows of alien abduction. Nothing you are about to see has been staged or set up. The fear, the tears are very real.
I reckon he's a bit mental myself.
Okay, John, I want you to relax a bit.
This is the first alien abduction victim, Terry.
As I was saying, he goes into an alien voice and talks about being an alien with 6 kids on another planet or whatever, which is abnormal for abductees. It's more like a imagination implant, that one.
Has ever encountered.
I believe he went through some traumatic experiences. Okay, there's no doubt that it physiologically and psychologically for him. The emotionalism is real, so, and it's not fake.
By day, there's nothing terribly strange about John. It's just strange things keep happening to him under hypnosis.
Are you happy to address questions from the...
If I can answer, I will, without endangering John.
Suddenly, John disappears and is replaced by his alien alter ego, Armistice.
Is this Armistice?
Yes.
What do you look like?
You would find it hard to look upon my face.
Are you a good-looking bloke?
I'm average.
Average.
Armistice, it turns out, is a 3,000-year-old alien with 6 kids.
You scare John so much when he was 3 years old?
Not us. That was a 0 to yours.
The who?
Sorry. That was the Greys.
The Greys.
Yes. To them, he was a lab rat. They had no emotion.
Are they bad?
Yes.
Very bad?
Yes. Bad for humanity. Very, very.
And did any of that corrupt? Because I see it was hitting CPU 100%. So, yeah, it's a problem we have with the software and my poor laptop we got here. So, yeah, this guy's a wee bit of a nutter, I think. He doesn't fit the normal mold of an abductee. But they're saying here in this interview or documentary clip,
Very bad to begin.
But you can't help but wonder if this is just hypnotic hype.
Armistice, I have to tell you,
Yes.
I'm a skeptic.
Yes.
I don't believe.
It matters not whether you believe, whether you not believe.
You don't care.
No.
Prove to me you're real.
We will not show up again. You'll show when we're ready.
And when will that be?
Time is near.
So, are these the ramblings of a man whose imagination has been allowed to run riot?
As he said, it doesn't really matter, whether you choose to believe him or not. It's at the end of the day, you say, well, there's an awful lot that we just don't understand about the whole thing, but it's fascinating.
Fascinating and a little terrifying for John.
Sticking a big needle was like.
anal probe.
Armistice is gone, and John is now reliving another abduction at the age of 16. At this exact moment, the memories are very real, but the next day, John can remember nothing.
Do you remember me talking to you last night?
No, I thought it was just Terry.
Does it scare you?
Yes. Very much. Before this started, I had 3 questions. I've got missing time, where's it gone, and how can I get it back?
And now?
I have a million questions going around through my head. And one of the main ones is why? Why me? And where's the proof?
Couldn't this just be your imagination?
Potentially. Yeah.
But you also think it could be real?
Yes. To put it bluntly.
It does seem like a bizarre flight of fancy. But amateur investigators like Tony Lucas are convinced alien abductions are real, and stories like John's support his theory that we are part of a breeding program.
Most abductees talk about the species is unable to breed. Generally, there's talk of no digestive organs, stuff like that. And essentially what's happening is they're trying to breed with humans to essentially save their race.
Look, I'm sorry, but that all sounds nuts.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
So that's where it ended. So that's what you should have heard last time. Just update this page here. So I think, one second, it's gone back too far. Okay, I deleted that one. Shouldn't be there now. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's updated, right? So you got the link there, Robert. You've moved over sideways again, so you're not quite in the middle. Yeah, you're going the wrong way. It's always reverse to what you think's like a mirror. So we lost all our watchers, unfortunately, on that. So they couldn't hear.
The link to YouTube doesn't work. You can press it as many times as you like, and it won't open the tab.
What's not opening?
YouTube.
For you?
For me, it won't. No.
Why not?
Just, hey?
Why won't it work? I posted you.
Why?
I posted.
Yeah, I know.
I posted you a new
I knew
link.
that.
I deleted the old one.
You did.
The old one will leave a blank page. If you're still trying to load it, it'll say deleted by user. So it should be on this one now. So anyway, we're moving on. Jamal's confirmed it's working, but you won't hear it unless you've got the YouTube going.
There's no denying there's some strange stuff going on in our own backyard. Once a week, the Etherians pray into this box. The energy is beamed to America, stored in a battery, and eventually released for the benefit of mankind. The technology, they say, was a gift from aliens. It is apparently way ahead of its time.
So what will be the chances of you letting me have a poke around with a screwdriver? Nil. Nil? Yeah.
These guys are nut
No go.
jobs.
No. Why is it so top secret? The reason why the classification was put on this, the instrumentation, was that it could not be used in any other way other than for good.
So that's why UFO people get called tinfoil hats, obviously. So I've put that one up. again.
UFO. We ask the question, are we really
And the
alone?
sound's really bad in this one.
There it is.
Is it fact or fiction?
There's something there. Oh, wow.
Is something out there?
There is no question that there is extraterrestrial life. Oh my God, what is this?
So I'll retook it again.
There's been another sighting of what may be a UFO.
Alien abduction. I had been examined and an operation had taken place. And a Kiwi mystery 15 million years old. A military cover-up.
The Department of Defense is acting like there's a cover-up.
Eyewitness account.
They were all down the side of the bed. What is the evidence? Where is the physical evidence?
That's Carl Sagan. He's dead
who
now.
say it's all just a flight of fancy.
He died of cancer.
Fly monsters, visitors from outer space, UFOs, once the stuff of science fiction, but now a part of our culture. Good evening, everyone. I'm Alison Moore, and this is an Eyewitness Special. In polls taken over the past 30 years, about half the people surveyed believe UFOs are real, not imagined. And an estimated 25 million people worldwide now say they've seen a UFO. What's going on here? You be the judge.
You can hear the rabbit ears
Encounters of our own,
sound
with those who say
breaking
they've
up.
seen and made contact with something out of this world. Ian Wishart is in their investigation with a look
At
at
least
some
I'm
of New
getting
Zealand's
YouTube
best
sound and
known
everything now.
sightings.
That's good. You know what I think happened? Because
I was getting
I did Hangouts this time instead of first, I think it switched to your mic input rather than what I selected.
Oh.
So you still hear me all right?
Yeah, I'm still hearing you fine. You hear me, yeah?
Yeah, I stopped the video. So
yeah,
this is from 1985 again. VHS tape rescued, part of it anyway. And this one talks about the UFO sightings in New Zealand pretty much, which ain't too many of them.
It flies, and as you can see, it's definitely.
And the first one is the Kaikoura lights, and they made excuses that it was squid boat lights and or Venus that the pilots were seeing, and it happened over 2 days. So they filmed it over 2 days. I'm not sure if they filmed it on the second day or both days, but it was a TV crew flying from Christchurch to Wellington.
To this case,
yeah, and I'm not sure if it was Jim Oberg that was come up with the squid boat or not. I'm not sure if it was him.
Oh, James Oberg, the fellow that came on the other day.
That's right. That's the guy.
It's Oberg.
Ex-NASA guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll just carry on playing this clip.
A genuine close encounter, or just a television crew who's been on the turf. The Kaikoura UFO sightings have become New Zealand's most controversial and celebrated case. Apart from these strange lights filmed from on board a plane, Wellington Airport radar operators were also reporting mystery objects on their screens.
We've just heard from Wellington radar that we've got an object about a mile behind us and it's following us.
It's quite noisy for me. It's just
Yeah, it gradually gets worse as you go on. I've amped it up here on the mixer, so it's louder than the original video.
There's been another sighting of what may be a UFO.
The TV1 devoted its entire half-hour news bulletin to the case, and Prime Minister Muldoon put the New Zealand military on alert to track any alien intruders. Explanations for the sightings and radar blips included claims that the cameraman had mistaken Venus or Jupiter for a UFO, or that he'd filmed the light of Japanese squid boats. One interesting theory suggested the Americans were testing a new type of aircraft invisible to radar. But while it's the most controversial, it's not the only New Zealand UFO case. Iris Moreland was the wife of an Air Force officer stationed in Blenheim. In 1959, she claims to have seen a flying saucer.
There were two figures in 6 seaters in it. They were dressed in silver foil sets. It was very, very shiny silver, and when one moved, you could see the little points of light coming off the features.
10 years later, in 1969, this strange circle was discovered on the Horaki train in Uphill. The vegetation appeared burnt from the inside out, a principle used today in microwave ovens, and 3 V-shaped marks had been punched into the ground.
The camera at its target data also CT from outside the circle, and we found that the CT outside at that inside distance of increased radiation.
Why he-based UFO investigator Colin Lambert remembers the Uphill circle and firmly believes it was the landing site of an alien craft.
These separate spots like that, where 3 feet of land, and right around that there were 3 feet, and then with a line heading towards the south, 3 feet, 3 feet, the tip of the plant taken off.
And then there's the case of the Dargaville UFO and landing circle.
And indeed, it's training time.
Gillian Springer was a 13-year-old and she and her family witnessed a long cigar-shaped object fly overhead with flames shooting up the rear.
So the previous woman said that she saw 2 aliens in silver tinfoil type clothes, which sounds similar to
Lots of reports.
yeah, lots of other cases that we've heard.
Yeah, lots of them. Cases,
and you can see she drew a picture there. It had lots of windows. It almost looked like Betty and Barney Hill's sort of case. So yeah, this one here is talking about another one where she sees the UFO going back and forth over the hills there, and said it's too low to be a meteorite or a plane. And the farmer then comes on and talks about a circle on the ground, impression on the ground, and they sort of debunked it as fungus that killed it and made the circle, which is possible. But it's oddly, it's near where the UFO was. So whether the UFO landed there or not, I don't know. But we'll carry on. And then
sounds a bit lame to me, anyway.
Yeah.
Towards the earth, or was it flying horizontally?
Horizontally, just the treetops. It was too low on the sky to be movement side and meteorite.
With reports from other residents as well, police said had found no trace of the crashed aircraft. Several kilometres north of Gillian's home, Jock Wood was helping his father on the family farm. A couple of days after Gillian's finding, Jock and Brock 3 samples in outlying paddock. Each up to 12 metres across, but in a major circle that somehow pulled the glass within. Jock said it stayed here for 2 years afterwards.
The glass is
Lack of a rational explanation, Jock and his father decided some kind of fungus might be responsible, although it never reappeared. But the strange phenomena continues.
Got a cool dog.
Jock Wilson is
So they sort of laughed at the fungus explanation for it. The skeptics sort of come up with some lame reasons for stuff, but I guess no one back then had like people like MUFON to investigate, and he found this stone in the circle. So I guess that's what I'm guessing, because the rest of the video got corrupted, and it sort of looks like a alien head, I guess, or carving on it. And they said it's 15 million years old. So I tried to Google information.
Was it carbon dated? Was it?
Yeah, I guess by someone. So it's a mystery, and that's in the second half of the video, which we haven't got because the videotape corrupted. It was all static. I guess a magnetic field wiped the rest of it. But like what you get with the witnesses that record UFOs, and it's all static. You know, the abductees talk about when they videotape them, it all goes to static.
Yeah.
Earl from MUFON, Earl Grey from MUFON said they're doing a case at the moment where the video goes static for 20 minutes. And I said, well, didn't you have another camera filming the other camera to see that no one tampered? Because if you have it angled in the corners of the room, you're going to see people approaching it and trying to turn it off and muck around with it. Because I know if you get a big EMF generator, you can knock out cameras quite easily. So that's what we talked about on that last couple of streams back, about doing a Faraday cage. So this one here with the stone, when he tilts it, sort of looks like an alien head there. To me, it looks just like a normal stone that someone carved up. But 15 million years might be when the stone was formed, but doesn't mean when the carving was put on it or whatever it is here.
Absolutely, yeah.
So hopefully all the sound's working now. So yeah, we're just got to check that out a bit better next time. So that's all I was going to cover on those 3 videos. So I'll post them down the side again. So as you can see, we don't get too many New Zealand UFO cases. Type all right.
No, I think maybe half the problem there is that you don't have the same facilities as in the United States, where cases can be easily reported, and people just keep them to themselves and they never get out into the public domain.
Yeah, there is. I'm not sure if there's a MUFON in New Zealand or not. I know there's that, because I did talk about New Zealand X-Files in previous lives, which I meant to get back to and talk more on. But there's a woman up there, I can't remember what her name was now, but we were reading some of her magazine that she puts out, and she's the one that looks into the reports, apparently. So let's move on to other things. But that guy talking about that he's an alien and he's got 6 alien kids and all that, that was a real strange one. Not the best case. You notice how the TV seemed not to pick the best cases sometimes. So that was a 2008 one, but back in 1985 they were more serious about it because the Kaikoura lights happened in 78, and you can see they made less fun of it. They're talking about eyewitness accounts, and that one, the last one that we're playing from Eyewitness, that was more serious. But when we went to the 2008 one, you can see he picked all the strange cases. That guy claiming to be a abductee and that UFO cult. It was sort of making fun of it in 2008. But back in my time, when I was more interested in UFOs, it was more serious. Less tinfoil hatting, you see. So I see SecureTeam put out some stuff, but I haven't actually had a look at his stuff. But I see that UFO Interest has reported on some things, so let's have a look anyway. Where is it now? I'll just mute the audio because we don't have him talking on it. So he's put out since the square ice block, which was that one here. He's put out 3 other videos since. So one here, satellite blackout. I'm not sure if that one's been debunked or not, but you can bet that they were blocking out bits on the map, especially Pine Gap, I think it is, in Australia, for security reasons, since the terror attacks and all that. So let's have a look at that one, and I'll mute it. But you won't hear any sound, hopefully, apart from me and Robert. So, looks like my counters have been working all right again. It looks like they've updated. So, we'll put closed captions on. Hey, what's up, guys? SecureTeam. What's up, guys? Generation M talk, is it? Normally say, how are you going, guys? You don't say, what's up, guys, do you? So he's talking about his dog again. Broke her arm. So they got another dog now?
Oh dear, what's this, a sympathy vote?
Yeah, basically. His wife works at the kennels, you see. Well, he's got the money. He might suspend it on dogs. That's at least a good thing.
Yeah. $6 million dog.
So here we go. We're going to where? Area 51? Looks like it. So here's the patch of stuff. Is it? Which ain't blacked out there. Google Maps. Nevada Desert. So he's zooming in. Where are we going? No, zooming back out again. Dragging it out. The one place in US Google Earth stopped mapping for 8 years. I know if you go to Google Earth and Area 51, if you try and drag the icon on, it turns into a little alien. You didn't know that? Where you try,
Yeah.
if you try, I talked about it in past episodes.
Well, it's national security, I guess. Yeah, there's no reason for them not to do that.
So I wonder if he's got coordinates so we can actually have a look. If he reckons it's blacked out, so. Doesn't look like it's blacked out there to me though. (2008). We're hitting 100%, so is it the video there, guys? Why is it going up? CPU 100. Why? Oh, it's coming back there. Was the video corrupted in there, guys? So once the CPU hits 100, it goes crazy. The square doesn't like it. So I'm not too sure what he's doing on here. I haven't seen any laptop bits that he's going on about. Is he just saying that Google Maps hasn't updated for 8 years? Which is correct. That's because it's a government area.
Yeah.
Just why you can't actually see what's over even nuclear power plants. You can't see. So it looks to me like it's another burger video game. So here we go. We got lens flare happening as the sun's coming up over here. It's reflecting off part of the space station that you can't see. And he got all these from Street Cap 1 mostly. You can see it's not a real UFO because it reappears in the same place every 24 hours. And you can see it's sort of whispery. What these people do, these hoaxer channels do, they crop the image so you can't actually see parts of the space station where it's reflecting from. And they've created a nice little story for you. So there you can see how he copied the space station. Now, we've covered the blue UFOs before. On the old NASA photos anyway, it was caused by static discharge. It causes a blue spark. I guess it's possible that you can get static discharge on cameras as moving on the space station. I guess it's possible as well. So we've been through all these things before with it keeps repeating the same old rubbish. Basically, camera artifacts from the processing where they get scratches and these ones tend to be lens flare or space ice in the window. And I think these ones, old ones, Skylab. I think some of these were actually, they were filming through the window of Skylab. You know, not a camera outside like the International Space Station has. So what happens is they got reflections from internal, like light panels from behind them, reflecting off the window. And because what they've done is focused on cropping it again. So you got to always question what you're seeing, not believe the story. So does it really look like a UFO? You know, if we zoom in. Come on, does it really look like a UFO?
So
it kind of looks like it could be a reflection of parts of the space station. It sort of has a space station shape with the antennas and stuff. And here again, I think it's just internal lights reflecting off the camera. I think we've covered those in the past anyway, and got hold of the original videos or photographs and analysed it ourselves. If it was like a silver UFO popping up on the screen and shooting off at 90 degrees, then I'd say we've got a decent coverage, something decent. So that one there is pretty much a waste of time video again. So how many views did he get for it? 300, has it? Only 203 views one day ago. Are people losing interest in his channel? Perhaps they're getting sick of the same old garbage being recycled. I know, it's all being debunked all the time, what he's putting up. So this one here is one that UFO Interest has taken offense to. Apparently there's a little speck of stuff behind Jupiter, is it? Here we go, Jupiter.
Yeah, it looks like it could be Jupiter.
You can see how much they're going to zoom in here. And he's yabbering on, is he? I've paused it. He hasn't got closed captions on it either. So here you can see something coming up here right in the room. It's going to be a few pixels, isn't it? So, but we'll have a look at it ourselves, see if we can detect anything. Probably need to go to the original source, of course. So here we are. Let's see if I can zoom more onto it. So what do you reckon? Spaceship? So what's your feelings on that one?
It looks like a caterpillar. Other than that, I have no idea what it is, but it doesn't look like an alien ship, that's for sure.
No, and looks like the colours don't seem right either, does it?
No, we don't match in at all with the environment, do they? And be surprised if it was this, I don't know.
See, a lot of these turn out to be artifacts. I don't know if this is just a still image that was snapshot and sent back, but what happens is you get often transmission corruption and what they call artifacts, because it sends it in blocks. It doesn't take it like a normal camera like we do with the smartphones. It carves it up into a grid and it transmits. So that looks like it could be in a particular grid, and then this way. And you can see it sort of looks like it's been carved up. You see here it's got lines coming across this way. I don't know if you can see that. It's definitely done in a grid pattern, and then it's stitched together back on planet Earth to form the 4K image or whatever it is they've got here. To me, that looks like it's going to be corruption in the data signal for that chunk of data here, which is a lot of stuff that Street Cap one used to find as well, which are not real objects, it's just because of the corruption. I thought I was playing it. See what he comes up with. Is it still playing or is he yabbing? Should be playing, shouldn't it? Oh, here we go. Might be YouTube playing up again. See, my thing is, if it's going to be alien technology, they would know that their ship was approaching, taking photographs of them. They would have cloaking on for sure. And to me, that looks like if it was something that close to the planet's surface, you'd expect it to be sucked down by the gravitational force, because it's a big planet, isn't it? So it's going to have, I don't know, how much more gravity has it got? How much gravity has Jupiter got? Let's find out, I guess.
Yeah.
Jupiter. Where's my G? Not working. Jupiter. Key's not working. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's just heavy now underneath.
So it's 24.79 meters per squared. Meter squared. Well, per second squared, is it? So Earth is 9.8, and so that's almost double plus a sum. So it's 2.5 Earth gravity. So I don't think a big object like that would be that close orbit. You know what I mean? It would be sucked down. And you can't see rocket engines firing. But it doesn't look like a normal space station, you know. So what else have we got in this video? Probably the same thing repeated over and over again. Aliens inside Jupiter's moon. That sounds like what's his name, Corey Goode and David Wilcox.
I'd like to talk a little bit about Corey Goode when I have a chance.
Well, you can talk about them now if you want. So
sorry?
You can talk about them now if you want.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, for those that don't know, Goode was part of this, what they called the 20 and Back project, where basically he's been taken from his home at 17 years old, and he served 20 years on Mars, part of a secret space program.
At the age of 17?
At 17.
Why
yeah,
17?
Yeah. I have no idea, but that was the age apparently they took people. And we had alien allies in our fight to defend the Earth. They were called the Blue
Aliens.
Avians.
Avians?
Yeah.
Avians or aliens?
Avians, as in birds.
Avians.
Yeah. So basically, his description of them was a 6-foot blue chicken. Yep, you got it. A 6-foot blue chicken with blue feathers. And we're supposed to believe that. But they were our allies. They're good guys, by the way.
So this is Corey Goode on the screen now.
That's him. Yeah. And anyway, he was returned after 20 years of service, when he would have been 37, back in time, back to his home. So not even his parents knew he'd been missing. So he was now in a 17-year-old body,
right?
But actually 37, and because he'd served 20 years on Mars, and of course there's absolutely no evidence whatsoever to corroborate what he was saying. But that's not bad enough.
Okay, good night, Jamal. Jamal's just got a message here saying he's going to buy some milk. Okay, thanks, mate. That'll be good. You'll show up down here probably. Well, actually, that one probably doesn't do our T-shirt store. Does some other one. Yeah, good night, Jamal. Sorry about the stuff up. If we knew about the audio being the wrong audio, we would have sorted it out earlier. Yeah, that's right. And he sells T-shirts and mugs, this guy, to make a living.
Yeah, but he's
been in time travel, and you could go to any planet, pick up gold, rubies, and all sorts from all the other planets in the universe. Why does he need to sell mugs to make a living? These aliens are not very kind to him, or if the secret space program's not paying him enough money. So why does he need to sell mugs? So something's not right with his whole story, just on that aspect alone, for me anyway.
No, he's a complete coconut.
Yeah. If he was putting out all this stuff and not making any money from it, then you'd believe him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, he's refused a lie detector test.
Right. Has he?
But anyway, yes, yeah. Of course, because he's lying. But the latest development is he's hired this lawyer who has tried to copyright certain phrases, like the 20 and Back project, and also another term, secret space program. Now, people have been using that for years, and of course, this case is going nowhere. And it's the worst of it is that MUFON has this guy speaking at their symposiums, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't do their credibility any good at all.
And they don't have him talking anymore. I think they wised up to that, and the other guy, who was the other guy? Dr. Greer. After Dr. Greer and Corey Goode, and a lot of people left MUFON over these presentations about it, because it was making them look idiots, the serious people in MUFON. Well, I could see the CEO of MUFON was putting these on, thinking that he's going to get a lot of ticket sales and sell the DVDs to pay for his, because he gets a salary, the CEO, and the HQ people anyway in each of the facilities, but the investigators themselves don't get any money at all, and they have to buy their own tools, and they have to pay their own petrol to get to the clients to interview and video and all that, which is kind of crazy.
So we don't even get travel expenses. Now that surprises me.
No. So, but but then you got people like To the Stars, and they make $2.5 million in shares, and MUFON struggles, But as I said, Earl's got a paranormal team that are going to do a series on how he investigates, and they're going to put it on TV. So we might see that sometime next year, maybe. So at the moment, they're trying to get permission from a abduction case to film and interview them and whatnot. But a lot of these abductees like to be anonymous, but doesn't mean you can't disguise their voice a bit better than Tyler did with his one, with his leak of videos. But you can also hide the faces and change the names,
that
of course.
That was a bad move, wasn't it?
Bad move on Tyler's part, putting out a fake leak of voice. Absolutely, but it didn't do him any damage. It actually got him a load of subs. People didn't. A lot of people still believe him. You just have to see the people that attack me online every day.
I know his excuse that he'd actually faked it himself because he had the original transcript, but it was corrupted, so he decided to clean it up by.
That was Mr. Ken. Well, that was one of them. But he had no excuses for the other ones that I dug up that he deleted, that people made copies of. People liked, some of the people out there liked him so much. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
Liked him so much, so they downloaded it, they ripped him off YouTube. Lucky enough they did, because I didn't come across Tyler till years later. And then when I saw some of these leak of voices and videos he deleted, I knew them himself, and it needed to be put out there. Camera the Dazzle Man is the first one to pick up on it, of course, and then I sort of took over and found all the other stuff that no one else seemed to be bothered about. But yeah, so what are you going to say about Corey Goode?
No, that was basically the crux of it. That he's hired this lawyer to try and copyright those two keywords.
What's that? Blue Aliens?
No, the 20 and Back Project and the word secret space program.
He wants
it's not going to work.
He wants to copyright it. That's just crazy.
He wants to. Thank you, Paul. That's what everybody thinks, and again, it's left ufology in a bit of a mess, really, because MUFON had dabbled with this guy, and
hey, Matthew,
imagine if your next door neighbour told you, "Oh, I've just been to Mars." Well, I mean, even if you humoured him and you said, "Oh, really? How long?"
And did you have to have
2 years.
Did he have to have a suit on to breathe?
Do you know, I don't know the details of his case, and I really won't be bothered looking into it, because he's obviously a complete nut job.
Well, not nut job. He might be a very clever scammer like Tyler is.
I don't think he's that clever, because this is a really bad move he's made now.
Yeah. Who first mentioned secret space program? Was it him?
No, it was years before people mentioned that. I know Dolan wrote a book years ago. I read it, called The Secret Space Program.
Yeah. And also,
not his words.
also,
The Back to 20 program project might well be, but I mean, you can't copyright that kind of thing. It's just, of course, it was only when you were using him in the same context like we're doing now.
But that's my whole point. If he was legit, he wouldn't be copyrighting anything. He wouldn't be selling anything. He'd be saying, this is my story. I haven't benefited from it. I haven't made any money from it. And I'll keep going around and telling the same story, telling the stories, blah, blah, blah. That's how you get credibility.
It's exactly what Richard Dolan said.
Well, I don't know. I haven't actually looked into Corey Goode.
No, you don't really want to. It's in your face at the moment, and the only reason it's in your face is because this guy has been speaking at symposiums, and he's become quite popular. He's got a kind of a cult following.
Yeah, it's a bit like that video that kind of looks like that video of the cult that we were looking at earlier. I just don't like cults. They're just nut jobs, aren't they? But blue aliens. So what images have we got of these blue aliens? You reckon they look like?
Oh yeah, these.
They look like chickens. Anyway, Matthew has joined us on the side chat here.
Oh, hi Matthew.
I don't know if he's still with us, because the view count goes up 2, 3, 4, as you can see on the screen here. So, what's going on?
We lost a few because of that
audio
issue we had earlier.
Yeah, we got up to 6 at one stage, I think. That's all right.
Yeah, I noticed.
I was trying to get images.
Yeah, if you just type in Corey Goode.
Here I am. Was that it here? Kind of looks like a chicken. See if I can zoom in. Yeah, just pay note that sometimes when my CPU hits 100%, you get corruption on the live stream. Kind of looks like a chicken, I guess. Has it got wings or arms? Well, it looks like it's got arms on that one.
Looks like it.
Hasn't got feathers, although it looks like it's got feathers up here.
Well, he claims they did.
So what's that smug face he's got on there, eh? Well, he's got this really tall alien as well now, the looks of it. Looks like something out of Avatar. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's probably where you got the idea from. Here we go. They're not quite blue on that one.
Blue enough for me.
And he's also got the Nordics, which is comes from what's his name? Billy Meyer.
Is that where that originated from? Is it?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, I think he's the first one to bring it up.
Okay.
I thought you would know that because you got all the books with all the information and.
Yeah, but I never read Billy Meyer because I know it was hoax.
You never read his books, so no. But while we're on the subject, Gary McKinnon, the Scotsman.
Oh, Gary McKinnon, yeah.
We were talking about it after the last live stream. That I had this theory that I think his story is legit. That he did discover files about space fleet names, or not spaceship names, and.
But it could have been anything, couldn't they?
It could have been anything, but back in those days, they had bulletin board Star Trek games and Star Commanders, where you could actually modify the code to have your own names for crew and starships and planets. And I just wonder if he stumbled across some employee at NASA that was sort of playing the Star Trek game in his lunch hour, and he'd come across the files there. And of course, they didn't want to say that their employees were playing Star Commander over their bulletin board system because it makes them organisation look kind of stupid, I guess. It's a bit like YouTube. It'd be like YouTube going down, that they didn't want to give you the reason why it went down because someone inside did something stupid and breached security protocols, and they don't want to admit that because they're listed on the stock market, aren't they? So they don't want to cause a stock share crash or downfall. So, you know, we had Jim talking to us on the comments there. I don't know if anyone's had a read off the.
I was just going to bring that up. He mentioned to me that he said, "Have you ever heard of the honey trap?"
Yeah.
Which was apparently what it seems he was saying.
This guy here
was false information for anybody who hacked it. There we go. Nice fella, very intelligent. And yeah, he was saying it was. I think this is what he was saying. It was if you did hack in, you'd only get false information. Hence the honey trap. So who knows what he found?
Yeah,
McKinnon,
they probably were. I know they're probably monitoring and trying to track where the hacker was coming from.
Having said that, you know, he was in their computers for over 12 months. It's an awful long time to be.
Yeah. But anyway, James Oberg has been watching my videos, and he's an ex-NASA guy. It's not the first video he's commented on. He also commented on the STS-48 video analysis I did. So he was 22 years with NASA here, and he debunks a lot of UFO stuff, and he knows his stuff about.
He does space flights, definitely. Yeah,
he knows his stuff when it comes to outer space. Anyway, the rockets and when the engines were fired and all that sort of stuff. He goes into great detail debunking Richard Hoagland claim that it was a UFO, and also when I did my own investigation, I tried not to be influenced by other findings and do it sort of like a fish out the box.
Independently, of course, yeah.
So normally I read their stuff after I've done my analysis and see if it matches up. But he did put a few comments out on a particular video live that we did, and Robert sort of got stuck into him. Which one was it now?
In all honesty, I wasn't even sure because the channel has got its.
Well, at first I wasn't sure whether it was.
I wasn't sure if it was the actual James Oberg or whether it was some kind of imposter, using a fake profile and.
Well, he's given his email address, and I've done some checks, and it looks like it all checks out. It does look like it's him. And he's got a Russian type name for the email. And if you look around, he's mentioned quite a bit on Russian news channels that he investigates a lot of UFO cases in Russia at the moment. And
he does leave it open that some UFOs may well be something that we can't explain.
Yeah, which one was it on?
There's some YouTube videos of him as well.
It was on one of it was on one of the recent lives we did. Which one was it now? It was about the moon buildings. Which one was that one now?
The moon structures, yeah.
Here we go. Moon bases. This one is on this one here. So he's a real ex-NASA guy. It's quite an honor to be visited and commented on. So which one was it? One of the 30 messages here. So go and have a read of what went on there if you want. But I said to him he's welcome to join our live chats anytime, and he'd be a good guest to help debunk some things.
Yeah, it'd be an asset, certainly.
So I'll post the video link down there so people can go and have a read of the comments. But the one I was analysing last was the STS-75 one, where the Tifa incident, where it snaps and it has all these objects floating around, going in all sorts of directions. And I was trying to analyse it to see where they're getting the energy from to change directions, because some of them were bending different directions and going upwards and then downwards, bending downwards, and yeah, I was just trying to figure out whether it could be ice particles doing it, and I think there's some missing information there, that there was parts of a grommet, well, some grommets on the Tifa itself that sort of ended up being debris and were floating around, which kind of were that shape. But yeah, we're still yet to go back and analyse more of that video anyway. So yeah, it's good to see that James gave us some information, which was kind of related more to Gary McKinnon one as well. Here, where he's saying the reasons I don't believe any of his stories, where he's talking about McKinnon, aside from not a shred of recorded evidence and his admission he was stoned most of the time, is that he based what he says he found on the credibility of the stories from Donna Hare. A photo.
See, I've never heard McKinnon in all his interviews, and he doesn't give many. I've never actually heard him mention Donna Hare, to be honest. He may have done.
Well, I don't know. I don't think
he based his stories on her evidence, you know.
Yeah, I've only heard him on a couple of interviews, like the one we played on the live.
Yeah, he doesn't do many.
But I've had various links about Donna saying that her credibility is in question. And here he talks about her being a contact.
I agree with that.
He talks about her being a contactee here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I did say to him down here that it's good to see you giving input. And I said I thought contactees were mostly all mental myself until I looked into it more. And I sort of gave him links to see if it would influence his mind or change his mind on the research that's been done. But some of them are mental, of course. Even Earl's got some wackos.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't tell us. He doesn't tell us all the crazy ones, and it's hard to get him on to talk about more of the cases, of course, because you got to give privacy to people, and you can't mention names. But he could talk about some of the stories. I think he said, I can say this one. He said there was an abduction case he's got recently, where the guy claims that the aliens come from Venus and they look like birds, just like Corey Goode's one, but they got beaks. And I think maybe he follows Corey Goode. Where's the picture again? Looks like we've gone away from it. But his blue aliens have got beaks, haven't they?
Yeah.
Where is it? Here. Oh, gone back too far now. I suppose they've sort of got beaks.
It's sort of a beak, isn't it? Yeah, it's even yellow tipped in colour, isn't it?
I'm trying to get it zoomed in, but it's mucking up. I'm sure I clicked it. Maybe I unclicked it. No. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it sort of looks like a beak, I guess. So could he have sort of like read one of Corey's books or something and got influenced? Or got some mental condition? It's hard to know, but not too many abduction cases fit the mold of an alien with a beak, you know. So what they do is they've sort of got a basic outline of people that seem to be credible or fit the standard abduction model, and ones that sort of fit sort of mental condition. So yeah. So anyway, back to this Jupiter thing. Which we think is possibly a stitching error where it's got corrupted data, and it's presents it because it's not the first time it's happened. There's that one that I was talking about with the man on the moon, a black mark. Turned out to be a bit of dirt on the camera lens, that one. But there was some other ones on that particular live episode that I talked about where they had peaks on the moon, which were actually errors in the Google moon code, stitching the pictures together, where it's got zero data, so it puts a mile high peak there instead of what should actually be there. So if we go to UFO interest page, he may have updated it by now. But I did see he put out a debunk just before I come on the stream tonight. So we've been going for 2 hours, but we've only been doing an hour on this proper setup. So it was an hour to realise that people could only hear me, but not Robert.
Yeah, lucky. Thanks, Jermaine was there.
Yeah.
Is it Jermaine?
That's why you need lots of watchers. You know, you've got to have a lot of fans following you that can come on when you come on to let you know if there's a problem. But Google have mucked around with the page again, so I've been mucking around with the code again. So where's the Saturn one? Here it is here, I think. But he hasn't mentioned Tyler's name. Massive object behind the moon. I think it's got Tyler's badge here.
It certainly is.
4 seconds. So let's play it, see what happens. It doesn't seem to be playing. What's that there? Looks like it might be a screen snapshot. It says 8 minutes here. It's a bit confusing. They're not actually play buttons, it's actually on the actual image, I think. So what's he said here? Kevin and Gil, thanks again for your amazing images. So he's the guy that took it from data from spacecraft Juno Cam Imager. There's a hoax promoters who think this is a massive UFO. I think it's just an artifact. Can you confirm? And so I made a comment. Looks like a digital artifact. Images stretched from surface too big, too weird. I think that was meant to be bit too weird to be a UFO. So we'll see more that comes out later on that one, I guess. Went unsoon for some reason. Here we go. So he hasn't put anything new up apart from this one of Saturn, was it? Once in a lifetime What's it say here? Moment. Meteorite explodes caught on camera. Oh, it looks like Saturn. Photograph. Nick Jason's. Let's have a look. Metro.co. It must be a newspaper. Does it open up?
Just 1 second.
Lead time, is it? Looks like it might be a video. Look. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know if you saw that. Normally I see them when I'm walking the dog explode in the sky and lights up the sky, but you never ever have a camera on you to actually record it. That's why I want to look into a Starlight security cameras and see if we can use it to capture things like that. So they got a horrible player instead of using YouTube, of course. So there's no actual still snapshots of it. Best to watch that on your own browsers. They look pretty cool. I would have zoomed in. Can we fast forward it? Looks like we can. It's a bit like those. Oh, there it is. I was there at the end again. It's a bit like that Russian car cams capturing it. Wonder if I can zoom at the same time. No, just missed it. It's all mucked up now. Anyway, you have to watch it on your own browser. It is a good capture though. What else we got here? Fake. What's this one? So, Acton Science and Tech Editor of Daily Mirror has informed us that tonight the moon will still be bright enough to illuminate Uranus. Insert Google here. So I guess that's false.
I'd imagine so.
Thank goodness this person is only Acton. Why don't they mind their own business? Who? Does this person have a slightest grasp on astronomy, astrophysics? Article went ass up pretty fast. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Tonight, the moon will still be bright enough to illuminate Uranus. Wonder where it went wrong. I think Uranus is too far away to be illuminated, even by
way too far away.
Too far away to even be illuminated by even our sun.
Yeah, I mean, the moon's reflecting the sun's light, so how is the moon supposed to? I really don't.
Wasn't this taken? This was taken by the space probe, wasn't it? Those images.
Okay.
I don't think you can get that from Hubble or anything like that. But I don't know. You'd have to ask the expert, like Camera Dazzleman. He's the star man for that kind of stuff. What's this one? UFOs. But it's a hat. Windy. Oh yeah, the train wind. Don't lose your hat from the wind of the train. It's not a UFO. So yeah, not too much happening on UFO video front there. So what was the other one he's put out here? Anomaly outside the space station. So let's have a look at this one. Almost looks like the look through the Death Star window, doesn't it? From stuff. Oh no, we're back onto this Jupiter. We got closed captions. Oh yeah, he's talking about his past videos for some reason. That's because he thinks Google's not sending out notifications and people are not checking. Because he needs to get the views up. That's lots of money. $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
And yet he's got over 2,000 donations on Patreon. So any new people out there, you'll get an animation play as well. Hopefully a dancing alien will come on our screen. Anyone that newly subs, we've got all this new setup here with the counters. Also your name will appear on the list here, hopefully.
Come on guys, subscribe.
So what's he claiming was seen from the space station? Not another lens flare, I hope. So what are we meant to be looking at? This blob here. Last time we had square blobs appear on videos. It turned out people had edited them. The sun ones, all fake. So this one looks kind of like it could be fake. But if you think about it, there's a lot of satellites below the space station that circulate the Earth, and they have square panels on them called solar panels. And of course, they're going to reflect back and give you square shapes. So that's my pick. It's probably going to be something like that, reflecting off. Why's closed captions not working now? I don't think he's saying anything, is he? Okay, so you guys didn't notice it or don't know what exactly. So they're talking about the square blob, told you.
Yeah.
Moving slowly. Multiple cameras. Where is it? Well, there's the blob there under his writing. But you can see here on the maps here that they've only got the space station trajectory, but they haven't listed all the other satellites. So it's like 10,000 up there, isn't there? And you see here the white blobs coming in. He cuts off. To me, it looks like it's reflecting again off part of the space station into the camera. So it's not even going to be something orbiting below him. It's going to be like a solar panel. It's going to be something as the sun's changing position or they're moving around with the sun. It's reflecting off a part of the space station back at the camera, and I bet that's some sort of solar panel reflect. See how it's dimming as it's moving away? It's starting to get dimmer and dimmer.
To be that perfectly square, I can't really see it being anything else.
Well, yeah. How many square UFOs are there? I suppose he's going to talk about square UFO. All the square UFO ones I've analysed always turn out to be banner planes. Always.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now, there are stealth planes that are diamond shaped, which kind of look like squares on an angle. So it keeps repeating the same thing here. So let's skim on. I'll see what the other debunkers say about next day or tomorrow. We'll cover it in the next string. We'll do an update on it probably.
If you go to like a list of UFO shapes and sizes, that kind of thing, there's a good one available on the internet somewhere, and it shows them by their frequent as well.
Yeah.
And of course, by far the most frequent is the spherical.
See here, it's dimming as it's passing. It's definitely a reflection.
Yeah.
It's a reflection into the lens of the camera. Because you can see here, it's starting to dim as it's moving away.
Okay.
And he keeps editing it and cutting it in such a way that you can't see what's happening. And you can't see those other bright lights that are also reflections of the space station itself. But Street Cat 1 used to put out rubbish like that all the time. And they crop the image and zoom in and change the colours and all that sort of stuff. And it sort of makes it more believable. So he's only had 80,000 views on that one. How long ago did he? 2 hours ago. No, was it? Hang on, let's zoom in. 7 hours ago. So why so few watching it? And 1 day ago, less than 200,000. That's pretty bad. 1 day ago, 200,000. So yeah, I think people are losing interest in his stuff.
I just hope to God that people will wise up to him, you know.
Yeah. So we might just have a look at some UFO stalker stuff again to wrap it up. It's a shame that we lost an hour on that balls up at the beginning of the stream. Had to delete the old one, which will be posted around the place and people will be clicking on it and wondering why it's blank. Because I deleted it because it was a balls up. So you can see the UFO news is pretty lax at the moment. But the place to find the current stuff is UFO Stalker, of course. And you missed the ones at the end for some reason. Oh, you had a visitor, didn't you? And
yes, I did. Yeah.
Can't believe there's only 2 UFOs. Oh, here we go. So this is the problem. You zoom in and out, it changes the UFOs that appear on UK here. So it looks like there's a couple of black triangles. Have we got any photographs? No. Oh, we got one. So let's open this up in another tab because it always loses the place. When I go backwards. Why does it not open up? Looks like it won't allow us to open up. It's kind of weird. Open in a new tab. Looks like they've got a problem with their site. It doesn't allow us to open it that way. Looks like we're going to lose our place again. Oh well. Let's have a look anyway. Enfield, that's where the famous Enfield poltergeist was. Remember that movie? The story?
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the famous one of the first documented poltergeist events in the world.
They made the film about it.
Yeah, it's a true thing, and you can find some good documentaries from the UK about it. You seem to move sideways there again.
Oh.
Yeah, we only see half of you. And you might have to put some marks on your table, say, well, this is where it's got to be all the time.
I know.
So here we go. So we're looking for a black triangle. Look at, he's written a page of stuff. What's he? Let's have a read. Quick read. I wasn't even sure. He wasn't even sure it was worth reporting. So straight away, you know, it's going to be garbage. Because I see few UFOs in this area myself, and also from other people who report what they have seen. But considering the stress that caused me and my cats with this incident, I want to see if anyone else saw this craft and orbs that happened within hours of each other on Monday night. I haven't reported officially before, but I don't know where or how to until I looked up this website. It was Monday the 22nd of October 2018. I was home and I had a strong urge to look out the window. You hear that all the time, don't you? I felt compelled to do so like I was meant to. I have one window in my living room and window faces north. I was drawn to look to my right-hand side, which is northeast. The evening sky was dark outside, yet clear and no clouds were visible. I saw a low black triangle craft with 3 sets of white lights, all which were not bright but dull, as if it was about to dim. If the lights were off dimmed out more, it would have been undetectable, but already seemed to look slightly cloaked, blended away into its surroundings as it was camouflaged. So it goes on a bit here. So I don't read all that, but what I'll do is I'll paste the link down the side so anyone can read more of it if they want. So we'll just call it TR3B, I guess. UK. Then we'll have a look at the picture. So what have we got? How many pictures? Video or just photos? So straight away, did we see anything here? I can't see anything myself. You must have good eyesight. There's a high rise with cell towers. So, yeah, can't see anything.
No.
No. So let's move on to the next one. So it's just drawings for what he saw. Illustration of black triangle craft. Low white lights in the corners. Now, Finn, what's his name? Finn from Finn that sort of blocked me over my Well, he actually saw 2 triangles decloak over UK. That's how he got into UFOs.
Yeah, there's been a lot of triangles being seen over the UK.
Yeah, it seems like a hot spot for the triangle ones. And also Oregon and North California has a few of them as well, doesn't it? But there's a lot of military places up that way. And they do have
Hudson Valley, where they were being seen almost on a nightly basis.
But they do have stealth planes that form this shape now, though. So
yeah, sure.
It's hard to know.
Yeah, if it's a black project or whether it's, although I don't really see the point in.
Electric blue light orbs, how they appeared in my bedroom. So that's kind of strange. So they went into his house, is what he's saying.
A lot of people have associated that kind of thing with abduction.
But it looks like a nothing burger again to me, because there's no photographic evidence here to even analyze.
No, I can't see a thing.
So normally when I hear about triangle UFOs, I think about those triangle solar balloons that school kids and schools release into the atmosphere for school science projects.
Yeah, it's not a popular thing in the UK, you know, Paul.
So it's hard to know, but the lights on it is different. Lights in the corner. But as you know,
I've never seen a character balloon, to be honest, or a Mylar balloon in this country. I'm sure they're about, but an awful lot of Chinese lanterns.
Well, if we Google anyway, we'll just recap it for anyone that's new here.
And more of the craze in the States.
Yeah, who have we got on here? I saw it. No, sorry, that was your mouse pointer. Yeah, it's a kind of big mouse pointer. It's meant to be blinking white and black, but the software I'm using doesn't. Just shows it as one color, black. I think it is. Yeah, black. So if you type in triangle kite, come to with leads in the corner.
Yeah.
And someone could fly those around like an acrobatic and dive them down. And they could have a drone film in it, which could be the other white lights he's talking about. Probably won't be able to get it with that though. Normally you have to type in this kite. Looks like it's brought all these LED lights that's shaped like triangles instead. There's a problem with Google. It's hard to get the right keywords. Triangle LED kite. So here's some triangle LED kites. Some of them have got crazy light patterns on them. That one's got a spider lighting up it. But you do get ones that just got lights in the corner, like this one here. That's definitely going to be one that you can fly around. Looks a bit like a stealth plane.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely got the bright white lights in the corner. And you do get variations where you haven't got all these lights in, or they can sort of not power all of them and just have the corner lights on. So you got to be aware of that sort of thing. Here's one in the sky with the lights you can't actually see on it. But it looks like it's probably got some. And there's a blue one. Again, different pattern on it. So there was one I analysed a couple weeks ago from Tyler, which was a black triangle. which again I thought was one of these kites. I tried to fit the shape to it. But there's also drone planes sort of shaped like that too. So if you type in what do you call them? Remote control, RC triangle, or flying wings. All sorts of different things that hobbyists build in their garage. It even looks like a CR3B. So here's some flying wings you can buy, and they're quite pricey, $100 US.
Yeah, they're still affordable.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
to the average person, aren't they?
See, there's a good triangle one that someone's made.
70 quid. In my money.
And here's another one. And you can get more, they can be all sorts of sizes, as big as a man. And some of them are tabletop. See, there's a good one here. The Skywalker black white FPV. And that would be as big as a man, probably. Sometimes you get a picture with a man. There's a good triangle shaped one. Swept flying wings. Nest of dragons. And the engines on those are so powerful. You can fly them quite high and you won't hear them.
Yeah, that's the problem. When you hear that motor running, you do wonder what the hell it is. Now, I seen a drone not so long ago in my local park when I was walking the dog.
Yeah.
And it was just dropping altitude.
Hey,
so quickly.
Hey, we got a sub counter's gone up.
Yeah, it went up a while ago, Paul.
This should have gone. This should have gone up too, unless it's hidden, of course. Some people.
But anyway,
some people can set their privacy when they sub. It doesn't actually report their name, so you don't know who it is. But
it wasn't until I heard the motor running that I knew it was actually a drone.
I did.
Because
did the darts and
I'd read the lights on, which is a bit of a giveaway as well.
Did the darts and Alien happen? Because I didn't hear any sound. You should get the darts and Alien. I should just.
No, I didn't see it.
I think they must have their privacy set. If you sub and you got your privacy set, you don't get the darts and Alien. But it should be like this. There it is, down the corner there.
Yep.
And it tells you who you sub. Well, I could make it bigger, of course, but I just stuck with the default size. It's pretty cool. So normally you hear that when someone subs, so it sort of stops you in the track. So yeah, so there's quite a lot of RC or remote control planes, so they call it shaped like triangles. See, there's a big one. You can see how big it is to a man here. That's huge.
Yeah.
Imagine flying that round with remote control. That almost looks like a UFO. If that was high enough, uses a jet.
Yeah, that's it. You know, if you've got no reference points, you don't know how far away it is. You don't know how big it is. It could easily deceive. And
here's one that someone flies in. Even look.
Ah, okay. Don't fancy that job myself.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just amazing what you can get. And of course, then you got drones as well, which are slightly different. But you get the idea anyway. I like looking at that sort of stuff though, to see what's coming out. You know, you've got to be on top of. Top of this stuff. You know, when you want to look at a video, of course, and sort of compare it to what you can buy. So we got nothing to go on here. So basically, I'm not sure what he's given a photograph here of. Does it say in the blurb at all what the first photograph is? God, it goes on a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. What was that there before I heard the high-pitched sound?
Whereabouts?
Near the bottom there. Third line from the bottom. Heard the high-pitched sounds, but I never felt anything quite like this, as this one felt odd. Plus my wall clock in the kitchen stopped at 8 p.m. When I woke this morning. Text.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there to look at, to tell the truth.
No.
If it is, it's going to be a few pixels to look at. And there's a nice clear image. It's a good image. You can see the trees, the brickwork.
Yeah, but no.
That's definitely in focus here.
Yeah, no anomalous object.
Not even a bug that normally appears across the screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know about that. What that photograph was meant to be. Yeah. Alba, thank you. Is that how you say your name? Alba Eddie Galdi. Mundan your name anyway.
Thank you, pal.
Yep. We do lives a couple of times a week and look at all the UFO videos and photographs in this case. So let's go back and have a look at the next one. And like I said, we lose where we were. Doesn't remember. Oh. As you can see, suddenly more of the triangles appear in here. So they're all over the place. So we got photographs. Nope. That one. UK seems to be a hot spot for the triangles for sure. Is that the one we just looked at? Not sure. That one's got none. We have to scroll out.
It's interesting to know where the Air Force bases are as well.
Yeah, so where's the other triangle? See, when you zoom out too much, it disappears again. Oh, here it is. Oh, even more of them now. Seem to be all roughly in the same area. Notice that? There's a pattern occurring here. Are people seeing the same one or the same remote control plane, perhaps? So there's a few here, but we're going to lose our place again when we open up. Hell's Wind. I don't know how you say that. So this one looks like it might be photographs as well. And nighttime, which ain't so good. Someone's made a comment on it. Be interesting if the pilot of that plane saw something. I'm guessing there might be some record of a small craft in the vicinity. So what's he saying? Was going to bed 10 p.m. Looked out the window at night sky, as I always do. I noticed a plane, nothing abnormal about that, but tailing it were two objects with red and blue lights. So as soon as you hear red and blue lights, what do you think of? You think of tail lights on planes. I thought that was strange and told my wife to take a look. She thought it was strange too. Camera Panasonic. Tried to zoom in with my 24x lens. So it's not a camera phone. By the time another object appeared and then the two objects that appeared to be tailing the plane started to fly around randomly. They appear to be small craft, cigar or cylindrical shaped. So let's have a look at the photograph anyway. So looks like we might have to zoom in by saving it. Definitely can see red and blue there. And looks like motion blur because it looks like it's stretched. It's not typical red and blue wingtip lights because it's not alternating. It looks like two lights up here. But because he's moved the camera when taking the photograph, because it's not on a tripod. See, look, he's moved while taking the photograph. It's no good. Streak, you know. So that's one you're going to have to plug into Plane Finder to see what's in the sky that particular night. But again, when you get the red and blue lights and the white ones, it could easily be, again, what we're looking at, those night kites back here. It looks similar to the blue and red lights that some of them have, because they need lights on them to be able to see where they are. I'm not sure if it's here. How are we going for time anyway?
12:05 here.
Yeah. So I almost need a loo break myself. I don't think there's much we can do with that one, apart from plug in Plane Finder, which was sighted the 12th of the 9th, midnight, it says here. Is that what he said? I thought it was 10 p.m. Or was it the last one we looked at? 10 p.m. it says here.
Yeah.
And yet he's got it listed at midnight.
Midnight, yeah. Don't understand that.
Doesn't make sense straight away, does it?
Oh, hold on. Submitted. No, that's still wrong.
Still wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got the date right. Well, why would you put the wrong time in?
Yeah, it doesn't give us a chance, does it?
Not with Plane Finder.
No, not at all.
But we'll just plug it in anyway. Just see what happens. This is where our CPU peaks a bit. I think it corrupts the graphics. Gone to the wrong one again. So that's a good triangle one on that one. Good triangle shape. That'd be a perfect one to put LEDs on the corners and fly it at night time and fool people. If you've got a black one, so a blue one as well. So we want Plane Finder, that one there. We better make sure it's not too many planes on the screen. Oh shit, it's going 100% already. Needs to zoom in so it doesn't crash. So where's UK?
Yeah, so keep going that way.
Yeah, but there's too many planes. It's going to corrupt the graphics. If you look on the stream, it'll be all blocky, probably. So I need to zoom out to be able to pin the country.
Yeah, you need to go up and cross.
It's got to be here. This is what all the planes in the sky at the moment. You probably don't see it because it's probably corrupting the graphics. United Kingdom, here we go. That's all the planes in the sky at the moment. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to see lights in the sky with all that going on. And that's at lunchtime over in UK at the moment. So on the map, whereabouts was it? Manchester, was it? Over here in the middle. So you've got a few hills in the middle there. Trying to get a place name. Hayfield. So what was the location again? It was called Hay something. Howells. Burnham. Let's see if we can pin it on this map. Burnham, just to the left of it. So where are we on this? Because this map's not as Google. Manchester. So where's Birmingham? Further down?
Birmingham, it's Midland.
Yeah, I know.
Further down.
There it is. So
there we go.
So it's here somewhere. It's on the map. Here it is. Location. So we've pinned it. Now we need to play the proper date. Why is it not popping down? Come on, pop down. Here we go. So what was the date? 12th of the 9th, wasn't it? So that was last month. 12. So we have to type 10 o'clock. So that'll probably be something like 12 hours before or 12 hours after. I'm not too sure. So at the moment we've got it in Eastern time. So 10 o'clock it'd be like 2200 probably. Just try that. Play. So what's the timestamp down here? 12. Should be 22 that we're after.
Yeah.
So that means it's going to have to go 13th and make that the 12th, I think. Eastern time or whatever it is. No, we've gone the wrong way. Let's see. 12 hours before. Oh, it's close. I don't know, I can't wrap my head around all this UTC time. That's yesterday at midnight, so we need to go 24 hours ahead. So the 12th, 11 o'clock at night, so it's close. And we've got one plane. But it's miles away from him.
Miles away.
There's the location there. So we need to go back an hour. So it's actually September the 13th, 10 in the morning there.
Why can't you just go to UK time?
Because they use UTC, Universal Time. I don't know why they don't just have Universal Time up here. It save a lot of pissing around. But 10 o'clock, there's 10 o'clock or roughly, and there's no planes. So to me, it's either going to be a legit sighting or it's going to be. So there's one way over here, it's miles away, many miles away. It's possible.
He's not going to be picking that up.
He might do. The lights are pretty bright on planes. Well, it took off. The plane turned around. Changed direction and landed. Must be a landing zone over here somewhere. Birmingham Airport out this way, is there? I don't know.
There's an airport down to Birmingham area.
Yeah, be over this way. It looks like it landed here somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's possible that he picked up that plane, but that's the only plane on here. Here's another one showing up now. Little small one.
It's unusual for people to mistake commercial aircraft for something more sinister, in my opinion.
I think it's lead kites again, this one. But
it's possible, but it's it could be genuine unknown.
But you can see the picture's not that great.
No.
We know we get the bright strobe light underneath the belly of the plane. And we know we get the blue lights on the tips of the plane. But it doesn't sort of form the pattern for a plane. So I don't know. It's sort of strange. Well, let's save it and see if we can zoom in better on it. Did it save? Still thinking about it.
There it is.
You're looking at YouTube still there? Is it corrupted or is it gone crazy on us at all?
YouTube?
Yeah. So we need to bring up, I got that too low too, didn't I?
No, YouTube's okay.
It won't move. The paint thing's underneath there. Something to do with this chat window. It always seems to lock up. Sometimes strange behavior. It's got to be Google's code for the chat window. It's causing us problems here. So where's the image? I think it was alright until we restarted things. And then something got left over from the last stream, which is slowing us down. Definitely going slower than it should be. I told it to open that picture up, and it's probably thinking about it. Anyway, I'm just gonna go to the little toilet. Be back in a minute. Okay, that's better. That's better. I can think now.
Yeah, you got your photo as well.
That's why I don't like going to the pictures anymore. I don't know if as you get older, your bladder gets smaller or whatever, but you seem to go to the toilet a lot more. And always you go to the pictures, and halfway through, you suddenly burst in, and you don't want to miss a good part in the movie. So you have to run down the hall to the toilet, get back, and you've missed like 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you go to the pictures much, but...
Well, where I go, you have to actually walk in front of the screen to get in front of to get to the toilet, so it doesn't go down well either.
Yeah. I don't know if people go to the movies anymore.
Yeah, they still do.
Because when I used to go, there's always only about 5 people in the place. Especially in the daytime.
We got a multiplex in Llandudno, which is 40 miles away from where I am.
Well, I'm in a new area out here.
It's very popular.
I'm in a new area out here, and they're thinking about building one out this way. So maybe I'll go then, maybe check it out. Based into a new image. So could it be that plane that we saw?
See what you can do with this.
I need to resize it.
Yeah.
Make it bigger. That's better. So to me, it looks like we got a ghosted image here. Looks like it's gone moved sideways too. So I reckon those 2 dots are the same as those 2 dots, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's lining up here. If we draw a line.
To me, you've got 3 images of the same thing.
We've got a line going that way. Why is it not working? I think still kind of looks like plain whites. The plain white's other side of a plane, but he's moved it. He's taken a photograph. That looks like the strobe light on the plane here. That looks like the landing gear light of the plane, and that looks like the two inside plane lights this side here, but this over here I'm not too sure. That could be the blue light on one of the wings here, and over here I'm not too sure. So does look like it's a duplicate, but why we don't get the other light here? I suppose it's possible. Let's see if we can put some filters on it. I think it might be that plane, but it looked like it was too far away.
In my opinion, yeah, it was way too far away.
This is the one. Don't know how well this is going to go.
How's the CPU going?
It's probably bad, 90%. So,
Ooh.
It's definitely motion blur. See here, we got the same sort of zigzag.
Yeah.
Zigzag. So it's definitely the same lights we're getting. So could that be another plane in the distance that he's got? To me, it looks like a plane. That's the red strobe light underneath. So if you discount that set of lights this way, so let's have a look. He said he took it on 25 times zoom, so that could be why there's some shake going on here. Where's my web page gone? Is that it? Yep. So close that one down. Wasn't it 25 times zoom? Yeah, it looks like a motion blur of a plane and movement, of course. 4 pics, the same zoomed in attach. What's that mean? There we go. Tried to zoom in with my 24 times lens. By the time another object appeared and then another 2 objects appeared. But because he hasn't given us the correct time on the thing, he said 10 p.m.
That's it, yeah.
There was another plane that showed up on that chart just after the other
He's
one.
talking 45 minutes as well. Our plane would have been well out of sight by then.
Yeah, and the other one would have come in.
Yeah.
We saw that on the map here. So easy 20 times zoom. So let's pump it back to where was the plane? Over here somewhere. It shows up 10 o'clock now, but there's no plane visible. It says 0 out of 6, almost 6,000 in the sky at the moment. We'll go out a bit. So where's the planes? 10 o'clock and there's no plane. So I think his time sounds a bit off there. Let's keep playing. Oh, here's a couple. Yeah, quite a few. There's a little one over here. He's over here. So there's a little one appearing here. There it is here. 10 o'clock. 4 minutes past anyway. It's not so small. Could easily be this plane. Landing lights and a red blink, and it's not your big passenger liner, is it? So it's heading straight for him. It's heading straight for him here.
Yeah, I'm seeing encryption at the bottom of the screen now. It's just gone.
Yeah, is that corrupting? That looks all right on mine. 85%. Is it not showing up on YouTube properly?
Mm-hmm.
How's it looking now?
Fine.
So where was it? We zoomed out, so we've lost a placeholder. Spark Hill.
That was Amsterdam, Birmingham. So yeah, definitely
have
right
moved.
here.
I think we've moved.
Yeah, we have.
Where are we? There it is, up here. It was up here somewhere. But we're 25 times zoom. So here's here. Easy see this plane here from 20 type 20.
Yeah.
I reckon it's this one. Or maybe that's the other faint lights that he saw on the photograph. So there might be another big plane approaching. Hang on. Oh, suddenly it disappeared. So either it landed or they've lost caller ID on that one. But that was the only one in the sky I saw. So it's got to be that little small plane, which sort of matches up. It'll be a nose cone light and probably a bright light on the tail and a strobe light. What was the model of the plane? We lost it now. So you can look up plane. You can look up the plane model and see what lights it's got on it, but plane lights are generally all the same. And you want really one similar jet ideally, but it's flying towards them. So normally you get bright light here, bright white at the front, and you get this red strobe lights. There you go, two bright lights. And you normally get the blinking red one in between.
I must say, Paul, I don't recall blue lights on an aircraft too often.
Wingtip lights are blue. So the wing would come out here. Mm-hmm. So we drew the plane on there because it's obviously corrupted in motion blur. So it looks like possibly it looks like there might be some red over here too. So it looks like a wing coming over this way. Oh, got to remember to draw lines separate. And it looks like another wing coming over this way. And a front light. Well, we'll draw it as a triangle, I guess. So that would be the landing light here, or landing gears. They normally, after they come in, a certain distance to the airport, they drop the gear down. Normally have a nose cone light that lights up. You have the strobe light here, and you normally have a tail light, and also the red lights are normally the hardest one to see. And we've got another blue light here by the looks of it. So Rene's joined us.
Yes, he has. He has for some time.
How's the stats looking? We got it all hidden. 4. Yeah, it matches up what's on the screen on the command one. So Yeah, I think it's just that plane that we just saw on the map. Not that one, top one. It's hard to get a SAC. Really, if I can get hold of my Starlight cam and have it on the web page here, there's a lot of planes that fly past here we could use for good examples. We could probably record a few good examples of planes from the distance. They do look like UFOs. So I often look at them and think, oh, I can only see one white light. But as you wait, as it gets closer, you start to see the other lights pop in. But here you go. White lights on this diagram. Nose cone one, a red one on the tail, wingtip one, blue one, and also get white lights on the tips. So yeah. Probably best on video, actually. I'm trying to bloody scroll. Keep getting that stupid thing popping up. See. You can see the strobe light underneath here on the tarmac. But you can't see the blue light too well, and you can't see the red one too well on that. Anyway, we'll move on. So what's the next image? So plane finder comes in handy, as you can see. We can sort of nail it down. So that one he said was a triangle one, wasn't it? Black triangle. So I don't see how he got that as a black triangle, to tell the truth.
No, how do I?
That's what he's looking at. See, that could be another plane in the distance, so, but it wasn't on the map if it was. So it's hard to know, but I think it's a terrible image anyway. I'm just going to close that one down. Actually, I might just leave that up. Keep that one for fun. Actually, I might just save it. Fun for this stream or something. So, Renee, what have you been up to? You in the Philippines or South Africa? Or America? You do a lot of traveling, don't you? Untitled, that will do. Yeah. Just got to wait for that to come up. Pushing this computer a lot. So, on to the next image. We'll probably have to wrap up in half an hour anyway. We've been at it 4 hours. We started the stream off, Renee, and no one told me for an hour that they could only hear me and they couldn't hear the videos and they couldn't hear Robert talking. So we basically cancelled it and started the stream again. Google stuffed up it. So I definitely chose the right audio link, but Google seemed to change it on the fly for some reason. So there was another UFO one, a triangle one here. They had a photograph. But it's all around the area there off the airports.
What's that one there? It's close to Anglesey.
Hang on. Where's that?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the island.
Up here.
North Wales.
Up here. Island. Isle of Man.
It's the island. No, the island off North Wales. It's the main port between Dublin and Holyhead.
That one here.
Where's your mouse gone?
Going around in
You
circle.
need to go down. Go across a bit, left a bit, left a bit. Too far left. You've gone
You're
off.
going about this way. You're talking about my right. You're talking about over here.
It's in reverse then.
You're talking about this one over here.
You're really close to it now.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Is it in the UK or what?
Yeah, of course it's in the UK. It's North West Wales.
Cardiff?
No, that's South Wales. North West Wales.
You're talking about up here.
Yeah.
That one?
Top left now. The island on your screen, top left now.
That's UK, mate.
Yeah, no, it's a small island off an island.
Top left. This is right.
You've gone down a bit now. It's top left
left
to me.
This is left up here.
That's right to me. You're on the East Coast now. You should be on the West Coast.
Well, there was one here with a photograph. You're talking about here? Or you're talking about over here? You're talking about over here?
No, pretty much where you are now.
Well, I don't see any.
You can see.
I don't see any island.
There it is. Yeah, it's quite a narrow causeway. That's why.
Here, you're talking about?
You're
talking about
you'd
this
have
one?
to look. Can't see it.
You see, as you zoom in, we get more.
Yeah. No, right. You've gone back over towards the West Coast now.
Well, I don't know where you mean then. As you can see, there's a lot.
Doesn't matter. It's not an issue. Just have a look at Holyhead on Google next time you get a chance.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you can see here it just puts up a load of UFOs. We've got another triangle one here.
I don't expect your Welsh geography to be too good.
Triangle. So we've got a lot of things here, but unfortunately we can't open it and keep our placeholder. We tried that before.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at this one.
See, it's funny how there's so many sightings there, where you are now, which is around about the Rendlesham. You know, the Rendlesham Forest incident.
Yeah.
Seems to be a lot of sightings gathered there, and always has been.
Well, I'm opening up the photograph, but I don't seem to be doing much. Very small. I'm going to zoom in. I might corrupt. A blob. That's the triangle.
A blob.
We're not going to be able to do much of that, are we? Again, that's going to looks like a front light of a plane and the two wing tip lights. I bet if you plug it into Plane Finder again, that will turn out to be a commercial jet. I thought it was going to be a really good sighting, but they never are. I never really come across a really good triangle. So you can't even see it on that one. So that one is hopeless. Now we go back, it will lose our place again. There we go. But as you zoom in, we get more and more, see? It's just crazy. Crazy system, but it's better than using MUFON database anyway. That one had a photograph, I think. We'll have a look at that one. Stoke Holy Cross. It sounds religious. And what's he saying, or she saying? When I saw a shiny object traveling across the sky, which could be a plane, I had my camera phone in my hand, took some pictures. So let's have a look. Oh no, photograph wrong way around again. I hate that. So you can see it's just going to be a few pixels. It could be a plane in the distance. She's done some zoom-ins on computer bollocks of it for us. Yeah. A pixel blob. So she zoomed in with her finger and taken a snapshot of her phone screen. Look, it's got the buttons for the phone and whatnot. Which is not the best way in doing it. So, yeah. Doesn't look like it's a typical saucer shape, does it? It sort of looks like it's got some different shape to it. Looks like it could be a plane to me. So there looks like a towel going upwards, and then that looks like a plane wing coming out here, and a plane wing going that way, and a nose cone this way. I bet again, if we plug it onto a plane finder, we'll better verify it. Well, we can save it and zoom in ourselves, I guess. Have a better look at it. So, what time is it at your location there, Renee? It's getting 2 in the morning here, I think. What's the time? Yeah, getting up to 2 in the morning. Filipino, so it must be lunchtime, same as UK, yeah?
Yep.
So let's save that. And open it up. This is going to slow us down, I think. We'll see how fast it opens. There we go. And we only got a few pixels to work with. It'll probably look the same as hers. Resize. You probably need your lunch, or you've eaten it.
No.
Oh, you don't eat lunch till 3 o'clock, is it? Same as I do. So yeah, it looks like a plane going there to me. Well, if you need to eat, you can just mute yourself. Kind of looks like a plane there to me. See that? The plane just popped out on that last filter.
Yeah, I want to see this before I go anywhere, and that's enhanced.
It's definitely a small plane of some sort.
Yeah, I can see a tail section.
Yeah.
I think I can anyway.
That's what I was saying, even on her pixelated one. So let's bring it up even bigger.
Could be a helicopter.
No, it's definitely a plane. White plane.
Plane, yeah.
Definitely a white plane, yeah. Paste in a new image. This is why you got to use proper software to zoom in from the original image, because you can see this is a better quality than hers. Resize, scale it up even bigger. Here we go. So it definitely looks like a tail section here. So if you draw lines on it. There's the tail this way.
Yeah, small aircraft, isn't it?
Yep. And we got looks like the body of the plane going this way. There's also a bit of a tail sticking out the side here. You got to do it in 3D, I guess. Tail going this way. I'm not the best of drawers. It's coming this way, and then you got the part of the wing coming out this way. Oh, I forgot to click off. Got part of the wing stuffed up. We'll do this side first, probably easier. Here's the wing coming out this one. I bet if you pull it on plane finder, that'd be one of those small planes, like the Cessna or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say Cessna. Yeah, they still going?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm seeing anyway.
Yeah, me too. You can see the other wing as well if you look closely.
You reckon MUFON should be watching my investigation, save them some time?
Yeah.
So there we go. We got another plane. Well, let's plug on to plane finder anyway. Now these people should be using the apps directly on their phone. So if they hold up plane finder and aim
You were
it,
telling me about that.
you aim it up in the sky, and it will tell you the plane code and everything if it's in the same location, then whether it's landing or arriving or going away or whatever. So we're looking at 20th of the 7th of July. This was an old one, 2016, so they've only just reported it. Why do people do that? That's kind of strange doing that. So
yeah, maybe they've passed on the story to someone else and someone's encouraged them to report it. And
it's timed out on this here.
Oh.
Remove these ads. How do we get rid of it? I think you normally just click on it. Probably have to refresh. That's what happens if you don't move your mouse on it. After 5 minutes, it times out. So, which is annoying, but you can create an account and log in, pay money, of course. For a free tool, it's pretty good. So we're going to have to get the right location again. So it's further up in the corner of England. Where was it? Norwich. So it was out this way. So that's planes in the sky at the moment. Helicopter there, see that one? That's a helicopter one. No image, so you can see it's doing a loopity-loop. So want to go to the edge of England. It was up here somewhere. Norwich up here. Where is it?
Norwich, yeah, would be.
Here it is, Norwich. There's a small plane at the moment heading away. We got no picture. I still have. So could even be something like that, I guess, from a far distance, depending. We've got small planes coming in here. Cessna's by looks of it. Helicopters or small planes. Look. Looks like they might be doing some training flights, landing and taking off. But they ain't got no images. So how far away is it from her location? I've lost it now. Here it is. Main city. So, Stoke Holy Cross. It's just under the main city here. Saw it. So, down here somewhere. Holy Cross. I can't see it on this map. But it looked like it was around about here. Oh, here it is. Holy Cross. Stoke Holy Cross. So, we're looking for planes visible from that distance. So we need to go and play. If we can get it to come up. Come on. It's mucking around. Why won't it come up? I think the site's a wee bit buggy. I clicked it. Finally, play. And it was July this year, wasn't it? July something. Forgot what it
There
was.
we go.
Yeah, 2 years ago though. So we got to go back 2016. July. Oh, too far. July 16. 20th of July, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So there's going to be a lot of planes in the sky then, isn't there?
Thought so.
Yeah. 20th. And this is where we've got to get it to UNC time. So 5 o'clock. We'll try 1700 anyway, see what happens. It's 5 in the morning, so we need to add on another 12. So that puts it to 21st 01, is it? We'll just play it from there. 21st. We've gone back too far. 01. There we go. 20th. 1300. So we need to add on a couple of hours. 3 o'clock. So now we've got UNC time. 1700. We need to go back forward some. 5. 20th of the 7th. Oh, it's gone too far. Doesn't seem to be any planes in the sky. That's kind of strange. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting quite a few planes. Still 0. I've lost my place now. Where has it gone? There. Got one plane in the sky. 17:51. What's the time? 5:15. They reckon. So we need to go back some. There's 5 o'clock. So 0 planes at the moment. Here comes a couple. Yeah, just after 5 at the top here. Helicopters, by the looks of it. 2 helicopters. No image. Couple planes coming up here. 5 past. One getting close. This one here is moving quite fast. That's 10 past. We still got the helicopters. 10 past, 11 past, 0 in the sky now. 12 past. Well, it's coming up to the time. And there's 0 planes in the sky, so something's not quite right here. Because clearly the image is a plane. I would have thought there'd been a load of planes in the sky. Maybe they don't travel up that far. Have we got?
There's too many airports in that area, though. No major ones, anyway.
Could she have got the time wrong?
Yeah, this is it.
20th. Because you reported that 2 years after, right? Did we have any stamp in the photo? Let's have a look. Metadata. Yeah, it was people not liking our live tonight. We only got 1 like still.
Yeah, that's wrong. That I don't know.
Well, on the main screen it says 1 too, so I don't think anyone's clicked the like button. Apart from what's his name, Jamal, who left because he got a.
Yeah, well, so did I, and that's not showing. So
I'm sure I right-clicked on the right thing here, so it's just taking ages. Computer's definitely getting slower. I'm pretty sure it should be working. Probably open up as soon as I do it. Oh yes, just as I said. So what have we got? It's all blank. That's not good. So it's blank. I think that was the right one. And Panasonic. What was the name of the image? It's this one here. See here, she's done a phone screen snapshot. It's not a normal camera. She's done a phone capture, so we've got no data to go on. But here it says up the top here, notice this? The time is 14:20 here, mate. It's not matching what the report's saying. See that? Up here on the phone, it's giving away the time. 14:20. Which doesn't make the job any easier, does it? No, that makes it 2:30 almost in the afternoon. So let's go. So obviously she's lying, and she knew she took a picture of a plane. One of these guys, I reckon. But so we need to roll it back to what was it now? 12 or 14. Got to roll it back to 14. And it's on 17 at the moment, so let's subtract 5 off. There we go. 12, no, I want 14. So another 2. There's one plane soon past. There's a plane down here, but it's far away, too far away, I think. This one's too far away. Although it is a white one. So 1420. The story doesn't add up straight away just by that photograph. So we're just wasting our time, I think. So 14, another 4 minutes. So let's get it to the exact time. See what comes up of anything. $14.20. So there's 0 planes. Story doesn't add up. Well, let's see if anyone flies close. Just keep playing. I reckon she's got the date wrong. Let's tweak it up one day. Unfortunately, she hasn't got the date on the photograph. That's the other guy's one. We got no information. That's my timestamp. No. No, we haven't got enough information to go on. And the information.
No, it's wild goose chase.
Yeah, look, if I zoom in. No phone model, it's been edited. It's a screen capture. And there's no 2016 dates in that. 95559. I think that's the right one. No information on the photograph is a bad sign. But zooming in and our analysis, here it is 9559. To me, that sort of nails it as a plane. But because there's no exit information there and the time she's given doesn't match. What's her statement? Does she list the time in here? No time mentioned. It's just a plane. So we're done with that one. Close that down because it speeds up computer a wee bit. So we've been disappointed yet again of UFO photographs. It's going slow. Look at all the ones out to sea here though. Look at that. And then they disappear when I zoom in. And they're back again. Okay, so what do we got here? Sighting, no photo. Photo. My sister. Oh, well, let's open it up. Whitby, England. What do we got here? Photograph. Looks like a strange one. Oh, a ghost one, is it? Looks like an old ruins. Human. You know what that is, don't you? I've done episodes on those ones before.
Pumpkin or something.
Sorry, you're corrupted then, for some reason. Say that again?
Looks like a Halloween pumpkin.
The giveaway is these little white dots. The little white dots. It's a lens flare. There'll be a sun up here. Lens flare, and it causes these little white dots, which is part of the autofocus and part of the camera. They call them some other. They're not. It's part of the CMOS technology anyway for autofocus. And normally these are blue with white dots. So that's a typical lens flare. I bet they didn't see it with their eyes. I bet they took the photograph and looked after.
Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. Yeah.
So it looks like they cropped it. So here's the original one. So here's the sun coming down this way. It's a lens flare going this way. See that? When you see the full picture.
Yeah. An old monastery there.
Yep. Yeah, makes you wonder if they're allowed around these old buildings because they've got no roof, have they?
No, they can't be too stable. I don't know. Some of them are renovated and looked after.
So what did they do? Did the villagers take all the timbers and use it on their own houses or something? Is that what normally happens over there?
Well, when Henry VIII left the Catholic Church in 1536, he dissolved most of the monasteries, demolished most of them, and used the stone.
Oh, he would have set them on, he would have set them on fire, would he? Or did he take the timbers?
No. Everything was used.
Yeah, I suppose the timber is reusable. Not sure.
Land was sold on.
Not sure what's happening here. It seems got stuck.
No, I'm just gonna make something quickly to.
No. Looks like we're gonna have to end that one. Something wrong there. But yeah, that's a lens flare, guys. If you go to my channel on Blue Orbs video, I cover that one. It's part of the camera technology. Done many months ago now. Part of the UFO case files playlist. So be down here somewhere. Blue Orbs. Oh, we've done a lot of videos this year. We're getting up to 300 videos on the channel now. So here's the one on Blue Orbs. So I'll just cut and paste it down the side for those that haven't watched it. You'll see what I mean about the white dots. At first I thought that it could be a LED balloon, because what I did is I plugged it into Google search like I usually do, and that's the best map it gave instead of lens flare. Just skim back in April. So this was another MUFON one. And the UFO's up here. Let's zoom into it. And there you go. It's normally like a blue color there, and there's the white dots. A sphere with grid of white lights. So again, I checked the metadata here, and that one was all blank. But it's a 12 megapixel. That's why you can get such detail, because we zoom right in. So these are the lead balloons you can get. That's sort of what Google's image matched predicted, and it's not that. Yeah, it's not one of these, but you can see it looks similar. And you can see they're quite big, 8 inches, 3 meters. And here I say what it is. And here's an example of other lens flare. These ones are white, just like that one we just looked at. White or blue with the white dots in it. So MUFON gets quite a few of those, as you can see, every year, because people are not aware of the camera flaws in smartphones. So that one is debunked, unfortunately. Do you guys watch UFO show? I mean, ghost hunting shows as well? With their crazy speaking ghost box. Paranormal Lockdown's playing in the UK at the moment. But you can find copies leaked online because they don't play it in America. But I was sort of wondering how that speech box works, because it's a mystery. They don't provide us any technical specs. But what they do is they're often talking around it, and I'm just wondering if it's got some sort of computer program in there that recognizes words spoken. So if they're at a location like St. Mary's Church, and the box records that and might put Mary in its memory as one of the words that's spit out later, and just use some sort of crazy speaking voice synthesizer on it, and some over crazy echo effect. So yeah, if they're talking about people they see at the location, the box, while the box is on, sort of, I reckon it'll probably memorize the words, then spit them out randomly when they're talking to it, and it sort of sounds like it's responding about the location. So I have my suspicions about those ghost box. So really I should do some ghost hunting debunks, really. But the thing is, we can't get our hands on the specs of how that works. And there's a guy online, what's his name, which I find highly suspicious, that invented the box. So yeah, I think he might be pranking people. But I guess we'll have a look, see what else we can find here. And I might have to wrap it up soon because it's getting early in the morning. So Ireland's got a few over here. I think we're going to spend pretty much, have to spend another live show going through all the UFO sightings. Ones with photographs anyway. So there's a cluster there. What's this place up here? Ireland, wasn't it? Oh no, it's confusing, UK. Whereabouts are we gone to? Ireland, so it's on Ireland. So there's another triangle one there. So let's have a look. I've got a photograph, so let's have a look at that one. So what did they claim? So it looks like they didn't see it with their eyes. Stopped to take photographs of scenery while driving home from Clifton on July 23rd, 2017. So it's an old case. Photos taken on the Samsung Galaxy 8. didn't notice anything unusual at the time. Yeah, like we always do with bugs and birds and photographs. So see orbs outright. So that could be lens flare again. So let's have a look. So what do we see? The sun's up here. What's this in the distance? I'm not spotting any orbs. It's a nice clear picture though, isn't it? So what else we got? I'll post the case down the side there if you want to have a look at that one. I don't think our stats are updating properly here. Right. Ah, there you go, five watching. So yeah, I don't see orbs. I'm not seeing anything. It's got me beat. Let's save it, maybe zoom in. So which one was it? 2. Well, we'll just use the quick viewer. Okay. Can't see anything. Oh, here we go. Got something coming here. That's lens flare, isn't it? It's coming in the direction of the sun. So there you go. You can't see it. The sun's up here, just out of snapshot. It's coming down this way. And you're not going to be able to do much of that. You can see it's a few pixels. I think Robert might have got hungry. Of course, it could be a couple of seagulls. What do you guys think out there? My guess it's just lens flare. Oh. What's that over here? Kind of crazy looking, isn't it? Looks like a spider. Massive spider. What is it? Some type of flower? What have I got over here? What is it? Rubbish bags? Could be. Oh, is that a person there? Leaning over? Kind of weird. Looks like white rubbish bags. Harvesting something in the field. Certainly makes your imagination go when you zoom in. You're not too sure what you're looking at, but it's just bags, isn't it? Might be another person here at the back. So yeah, that one's again busted. So I'm going to have to wrap up, guys. My eyes are going, I think. So let's just do a scout around Europe. Over Russia, is it? Warsaw. So let's have a look. Oh, stupid thing keeps zooming in. Got some triangles here. Let's have a look. Oh, it disappeared. Bring them back. Cloaking. Okay. We got some photographs. Cool. In roughly the same area too. 3rd of the 8th. And that one 22 days later. So let's have a look at that one. I don't think that's the proper location. Obviously that's a Russian character set. Oh. Well, no, it's only a drawing. It's not a photograph. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, let's get back. And we lost our location. Slow. Yeah, it keeps dropping off. Crazy program, keeps moving. Not going that way. It's getting frustrating now. Disappeared again. This one up here. Photograph. Let's have a look at that one. Holland this time. Oh no, it looks like a fake one. Looks like someone's drawn it. Oh well, no photograph. Frustrating. Oh well, let's click on some of these other ones. No photo. No photo. Oh, we got a photo on that one. Let's have a look. Well, looks like we've got plain chemtrails or contrails. And it's in Russian, I guess. Observation UFO photos in Poland. Looks like they're aiming the camera at the sun, so we're going to get lens flare again. So down here, looks like there's a orb which is again lens flare. And I bet if we zoom in, it's probably going to have those little white dots in it. So let's save it. As I said, MUFON gets quite a lot of these lens flare ones. Oh, it's like Robert's back. Are you there? You're gone quiet, Robert. He must have muted.
Hello.
Oh, right, now we can hear him. So far we've looked at a couple other ones, and they've all turned out to be lens flare, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
We'll just open it up normal. I think this one's lens flare as well. Looks like a perfect round dot. See, they've got the camera aimed at the sun. Whenever you aim it at the sun, you're always going to get lens flare.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is here.
As well. Ah, yeah.
There you go. You got the white dots on it. See that? Same as the last one, pretty much. Although the white dots are not so obvious, but the white dots are what you call autofocus.
Again, they wouldn't have seen that at the time on the camera.
No.
As they were viewing, it wouldn't have looked like that.
Yeah, no. They wouldn't have seen it with their eyes anyway.
No.
So they seem pretty common lately as these lens flare ones. I think my computer's getting slower and slower now. Normally happens after 3 hours. We're at 3 hours and 17, and yet we had an hour before, which I deleted. So it's been a long night. That's why I need a few days in between to have a rest before I do another live stream. Because
I bet
looking at this live tires you out, debunking. Did we just look at that one? My son and I saw an orange. Let's have a look. Well, I might wrap it up after this one, but looks like we got a lot of images here. Time we get to do another live, it'll be a new month. What is it already? 29th. Yeah, we won't be able to see these ones because you can't scroll back, I don't think. Doesn't give us an option to go back on months. So it looks to me like it's not a photograph, but something they've drawn from Google Earth, is it? So orange glowing, flying very fast, no sound. So it's not a photograph. So that's another frustrating one. So did you go and get something to eat?
Yeah, had to. A big hollow thing in my stomach. Can't function like that.
Do we look at that one? Captured saucer. Well, let's have a look. Review a saucer picture. Rome. So it looks like another photograph. And it's upside down, isn't it? I can see something here though. Why is it upside down?
Don't know. Can't you rotate it?
But why would they? Why would they upload it? What's that here? Looks like it's inside a train. So it's inside a window. We can see a window frame here. So that sort of throws doubt. And it looks like there's little specks on the glass. See here? You got little specks. And it's probably just a speck on the glass. Or a bug flying past the window. Well, that's all we've got to work with. Well, let's save it anyway. Oh, we've got 5 people watching tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, have a good day. We're losing you. Okay, mate. Thanks for joining. See you again another live then.
Thank you.
Is it saved? Yeah. Let's see. Can we rotate it on this? I think we can. Well, let's come up the right way. It's only in that viewing program on the website it's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that looks like smudges on the window there. Or bugs flying past, or birds. So what do we got here? Kind of does look like a saucer in some sense, I guess.
That's the classic one with the dome top, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what else could it be?
I think it's still going to be something natural because we got this rest of this shape here. We'd have to plug it into the proper editor, I guess. It's like these ones here. What would that be? Bit of dirt on the window, or simply a fly flying past the window, or bird? Because they're on a train that's traveling. So the train's going to be moving. See, there you go. That could be a bird. See the wing? It could be flapping its wing.
Could be. But the other object, the saucer-shaped object, seems to have more substance, more. It's more solid in appearance.
See, that one looks like it could be a bird too. Wing down here, the body. That one definitely looks like
blur there as well.
That's a wing as it's flapping its wings. There's wing there, and looks like maybe it's dive bombing. There's the head there. So that one's a bird.
Could be one of those blue chickens.
So that could be a bird. So that means if that's birds there, then this one could be a bird too. It's just that it doesn't look like it.
Could be.
Yeah, so let's plug it into the proper editor. It's way over here. And the bar's in the way. A wee bit. What? Just got it. Copy. And paste into a new image. I think my brain's going now. Okay, let's scale it up. I'll try 3000 because it is small. Might be too big. Oh no. Looks like it's just right. So it doesn't quite look like a saucer now though, does it? See, let me scale it up. Now, it looks like a snail's head, body there, and a thing. So let's apply some filters to it. Yeah, it's getting slow. Yeah. Okay, so what have we got here? We'll have to play around with the filter.
Don't know. Looks more wedge shaped now.
Yeah, it depends how the filters are though.
Yeah.
Color swap. I'm swapping the colors out. I suppose it could be a real one. I don't know.
It's the best yet. It's most interesting yet.
Yeah, I've stuffed it up now. It's just not sharp enough because it's got the thing is with motion blur, it could stretch the image out and roll a shutter. So it's an interesting one though. Unlike the plain one that seemed to pop out, this one's still looking saucer shaped though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit.
My computer's going too slow, I think. Let's try a reset again. So we've got some peaks here. Don't know. It's a bit hard. Can't quite get it with real time. Let's try something else. Yeah, let's just see it's not updating enough. I think the computer's too slow. I'm doing everything right. Let's try GB maybe. Damn it, it sort of looks like a saucer shape, doesn't it? Especially that one there. Got a good shape going on there. could be a bug. It's hard to know. Because bugs are sort of shaped blobbies like that.
Yeah, although it does appear to be at a distance, doesn't it? I don't know, it just gives me that impression that it's at a distance.
We'll have a look at it again. Really, we needed a video of it, then that would give us more clues.
Oh, that would have been a great help, wouldn't it?
Yeah, would have been good. So we're looking. The filter's not working enough in real time though. Don't think we've got enough information on that picture to get, because it is pretty small there. I think we'd have to. There still could be a bit of dirt on the window, of course. That's shaped like a UFO. It's upside down on that side. That's kind of crazy. Doesn't say much. Captures source shape object in photo from moving train. So yeah, but that was one of the better ones we've seen tonight.
Definitely.
Yeah. Don't know if we can enhance it. We could probably try. Anyway, probably have to wrap up in a minute. Well, this one takes ages to come down, this pop-up, because it's got so much in it. Photo, sharpen plus. So what I don't like is there's too much of a peak there and too much blur around the outside, so it kind of looks like it's going to be a natural object. When we apply the filters, it fills in all those other colors in between and forms that nice saucer shape, which is artifacts. So meant to be sharpening it. Don't see. What the hell? So we're talking about these being pixels here. So 1, 2, these being pixels here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's about 20 pixels across and probably 10 high or so. So now though, okay, let's enhance that one. I think it. I'm still tossing up between a bug, bird, or something on the window screen. Or it could even be a reflection from inside, since it's through a glass window. So. So that's giving us a wee bit different detail.
Ooh.
That looks kind of good. That one though, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
But it doesn't look like a solid shape, you know. It looks like something's moving. Could it be a bird still? But that is one of the better images we've got. So that reflection at the top now is turned into this. Could that be a tail going out this way? Looks like I haven't centered it properly by the looks of it. I must have moved it. Almost looks like a fish. Looks like fins there, and it looks like a teardrop UFO, which could be a bug.
Yeah.
It could be a bug.
Yes, it could.
Yeah.
Could be a few things, but quite compelling.
Why is it moved out of alignment? Stupid me, I've done something. Anyway, see if I can darken it now. So that one have to be classed as unknown, really. So
unfortunately, yeah.
We can say it could be this and this and this, but we can't sort of nail it. So let's go to brightness and contrast. Yeah, it's going slow. Whoa. You know, I still think it might be a bird. That could be the tail feathers coming out this way. That could be the wing coming down this way. Could be the bird head up here. And the body. Looks like we've lost everybody. Got bored. That's all right. We'll keep that one for thumbnail.
Yeah.
I have I posted the link down the side here? This one, mine. That's a good one. You can have a look at it yourself if you want. It's gone slow. 3 in the morning here, so that's in Rome, Italy, I guess. So that's a good image. UFO or bird. I think it could be a bird. So we haven't got too much information here either. But let's just save the image. I'll just use it for a thumbnail. It is a good one though.
Yes.
Oh, got it in the wrong place, but that'll do. Why was it saving it as a JPEG? Oh, it doesn't matter. Was it a JPEG? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm getting tired now. Yeah, so if we look at birds from the side, they do form these tear shape. Who's out there still? No one's given us any likes apart from one person. So if we look at birds side on, because there was definitely other birds in the picture, so bird side. So for we're not sure what type of birds they have over there. But could it be something like this one here? Kingfisher. I don't think so.
Doesn't match up to me. No.
Could be a duck, maybe. I think we have to narrow down the type of bird. And nothing's popping out, but there's a chunky one. What's that one?
Starling. Starling.
It's sort of got the chunky figure. If that was flying.
But they normally don't. They don't fly along.
So that could be the wingtip going down that way. That could be the body and the tail feathers.
Yeah, they're normally in flocks, very tightly packed. You know.
Yeah. So here's some profiles here, which is a good one. So we're looking at sort of like African Bird Club. Well, it's not in Africa, but see here, that looks like the same sort of shape that I'm talking about here.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And there, in fact, if you realise, Stealth B2 is actually the same profile as one of these birds here. I can't remember what one it was, but they modelled it on a bird, so you can see here it's very stealth-like. So here we got a wingtip coming down. We can see it here. So someone's videotaped it. or various fast snaps on our camera, and we can see the breakdown of the motions. So this one here, if we cut and paste it and rotated it, I think we're looking at the same shape here, and that here, the white bits that we saw that look like the canopy is actually just the wing tip as it's in motion. You see here it's also blurry down here, which you'd get with feathers that have moved very quickly upwards. And we got, so you got some motion blur happening here. So I think it's going to be like that. So if we can cut and paste that particular one. Of course, it looks very UFO-like. You know, you can't deny it. If you catch if you had a video, you'd be able to see the motion, right? So why is it not?
Exactly.
But a still photograph. If you get the bird in that location here, why is it not doing it properly? Something crazy going on. It's not working, mate. I think I've blown my computer. Yeah, now it comes up. Stupid thing. Or maybe I have to just save the image then. Save it. Yeah, hang on, I'm sliding off the bed. Oh! Save images. There's probably a better image further down, probably. Birds in flight. I think we're running out of time, so we import that from file. Oh, actually, no, we just open it. No, I think Rene's gone now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he went some time ago. He said goodbye.
Oh, did he?
I think. Was it him? Yeah, I think so.
There we go.
Oh no, that was Aberfield.
So even that's got a white bit on its feathers, which could be that white bit we're seeing on the.
Yeah, I think it's an African bird, though, isn't it? This particular bird.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that they don't have similar in run though.
I'm not sure.
Oh, look how small it is. So we need to scale it up a bit.
Yeah.
But I think it's around the wrong direction.
It is, but nevertheless.
So I think that's the tail end here. And there's the white bit here. And there's the rest of the shape. It does look like a UFO, I must admit, but still looks like a bird too. So if you
It's inconclusive.
But since there was other birds in the photograph, which were also as bad blurry, I'm trying to rotate soon. Mind you, that one doesn't do it right. This one doesn't give us the flip, I don't think. No, that one doesn't give us the flip. Flip horizontal. Did I select it? There we go.
I don't know.
Probably have to rotate it a wee bit. Maybe rotated too much. Now, you can see what I mean though. Just the head coming around, tail feathers out this way, part of the wings you can't see because it's blended into the image. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there. I think that's the best we're going to do with that one.
Yeah.
And I'll just save it. Oh well, we did have a good run tonight on looking at stuff. Including New Zealand ones. So I'll just close down here, see if the end music works. Where is it? And say good night. So it's 3:07 here. Thanks for joining us, guys. Hopefully we'll see you next live stream. Hopefully you enjoy it. Please hit the like button and share it. I think it's corrupted because it's 100%. Yeah, we'll just try that again. Yeah, CPU's maxing out. I bet it's all blocky.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
100% now.
Yeah.
Audio's corrupting. Good night, everybody. Please like and share. Help me out.